Yo, it's your boy Marcus from Morsini back with a video. Today we're going to be talking about why COD Mobile has no Infinite Warfare maps. And there is one exclusion that I'm going to have for this, but COD Mobile doesn't have a single actual Infinite Warfare map, which is kind of absurd. It's like probably one of only a couple of games that this title would actually fit for in the 20 plus game catalog of Call of Duty Mobile, right? Because it includes like all 20 Call of Duties that are like the mainline CODs. So that's pretty insane for this to be one that has no maps in it, but it is, excluding one. And let's talk about it. So we're gonna go ahead and dive into all the maps and then all the zombies maps, and then I have a big zombies talking point that I want to talk about with it. I'm a huge fan of Infinite Warfare zombies, so I have a lot to say for how that could impact COD Mobile. Yeah, we got to dive into that too. If you aren't familiar with Infinite Warfare on console, it is the most underrated Call of Duty game of all time. I will not be told there's another one that's more underrated. For those of y'all who don't remember, it was the most disliked YouTube video of all time. At one point, I believe, was the Infinite Warfare trailer. Before the game had even come out, it had the most dislikes of any YouTube video ever. And the game hadn't even been released yet. That's how hated that game was on launch. I mean, man, the COD community really ruined what was, in my opinion, I really enjoyed the game, man. I loved IW. I don't understand how people can love Black Ops 3 and not love Infinite Warfare. I mean, they did a lot of the same things, and they were great at doing them. Feel free to argue that in the comment section down below. I'm going to get heated about it, so feel free. Let's talk about the maps, right? The multiplayer maps. I'm just going to roll through a list of them, and you might remember them, you might not. I'm including DLCs in this, so you might not have played the DLCs in Infinite Warfare multiplayer, but I'm going to throw them in here. A lot of these maps are great, especially some of these competitive maps, and I'll mention those as we go. Altitude, Archive, Bermuda, Breakout, Carnage, Crusher, Depot 22. Out of those right there, I mean, Crusher and Breakout were a couple of the competitive maps in that game. I don't think either one of them would play well because it was an advanced movement game. So those are likely not maps we would ever see, but you could see them in like a special mode, right? Uplink is in COD Mobile, and when you play Uplink in COD Mobile, you do get that plus 200 jump speed or jump bust. No, plus 200% jump buff, and that could allow it to be viable, right? I do see them in the future putting in like a BR class where you can wall run if they don't already have one. I feel like they already have one. So yeah, Dominion, Ember, XS4, Frontier, and Frost. I believe Frontier, no, not Frontier, Frost was a competitive map as well. Frost was actually the map I got my first, was it Deatomizer Strike or DNA Bomb? Deatomizer Strike, I think, which was a nuke. My first nuke was on Frost, and I'll never forget that. MV4, man, that gun was godlike. Let's talk about Genesis. Genesis is essentially Dome from Modern Warfare 2, which we already have in COD Mobile as another map, I think. I can't remember. Feel free to drop that in the comment section down below. I think, whatever, Dome has been remade and reskinned so many times, I can't keep track, to be honest with you. And then Genesis Holiday, which is the holiday version, like a holiday toned map of Genesis, which was pretty cool. Grounded, Heartland, Mayday, Neon, Noir. Mayday is one. I loved Mayday, man, but you gotta have a jetpack for that map. In that game, like, because everybody's just flying around everywhere, but you don't actually really need one but for one side. So I wouldn't mind seeing Mayday come back. Very fast-paced, very fun map, man. Permafrost, Precinct was also a comp map, and that can be all boots on the ground. You do not need a jetpack to play that map. You can play strictly boots on the ground and get around the map perfectly fine. So that is one we could see come back from Infinite Warfare. Very interested to see that one come back. Precinct Uplink is awesome, straight up awesome. If you know ball, then you know ball. Renaissance, Retaliation, Scorch, Scrap, Skydock, Terminal, Throwback, and Turista. Throwback also doesn't have any part of the map that you can't just run towards. So that is a map that can be brought back. It was an awesome competitive map, one of my favorite competitive maps of all time. And then Terminal is the one exclusion to this, because it's not the original Terminal. It's like a reskin of it. But since it's not the original, I'm pretty much just going to say that no IW maps actually came back to CoD Mobile. I'm not digging into the weeds too deep on that one there, Chief. Yeah, so that's all the multiplayer maps. Shout out to you if you actually played all of those and you remember them. You're more of a console guy like myself, so shout out to you. I like having my console guys that also play CoD Mobile. I think that the console community looks at CoD Mobile in the wrong light, because CoD Mobile is just an amalgamation, compilation of everything on console. That's great. Yeah, I would love to see some maps come back from IW. The ones I named especially, I think Throwback would be solid. Precinct would be solid. Genesis would be good. You know what I mean? Those are small, especially Genesis is a very small map, very hectic, but it's a very good map. And I really enjoy it, so I would like to see that one come back. And you don't need a jetpack for it. That being said, man, we're going to get into this meat and potatoes right here at the very end of this video, but I also have one little cookie at the end. The cookie at the end is just something funny that happened after this game. And the class setup here is just, I'm just working on it, man. I haven't figured out the Battle 27 yet. That being said, zombies. Zombies in Spaceland, Raven the Redwood, Shaolin Shuffle, Attack of the Radioactive Thing, and Beast from Beyond. The names are great, obviously. I love the names for these maps. I love all these maps that... I don't know about I love Zombies in Spaceland. I love Raven the Redwoods. The rest of them kind of fall off, but they were super unique, super cool, super awesome at the time, man. I loved them. The bosses, right? Spaceland had the Alien. Raven the Redwoods had the Super Slasher, which was essentially Kevin Smith from Comic Book Men. He turns into the Super Slasher right in front of your face, and then you kill him. And then Shaolin Shuffle had the Rat King and Pamela Greer. Pamela Greer is like the hero. Each map had their own hero. That's so awesome, man. I would love for them to bring back just all of IW zombies as CoD Mobile. That'd be godlike. Attack of the Radioactive Thing had Elvira and the Krogs and the Krogzilla, right? I forgot to include the Rat King with Shaolin Shuffle. And then Beast from Beyond had the Extinction boss fight and Mephistopheles, which is known as the greatest boss fight of all time in CoD Zombies history. Yeah, man, the heroes were great, right? You had Hasselhoff on Spaceland, Kevin Smith, Pam Grier, Elvira. That's just a good group of them to have. And then you had Pee Wee Herman as Willard Weiler, which was good. It was just awesome, man. I loved IW Zombies. I'll glaze it until I die. I loved it that much. Just Spaceland alone is my actual favorite Zombies map of all time. So, yeah, feel free to drop some thoughts on that in the comment section down below. I could talk about that all year, all day, all life. Here, let's get into that. You saw that guy just added me right there, right? SIY added me. And so I was about to accept his friend request, but I was like, I'm just recording right now, so I won't. And then I go to check it, and he says, your dog, she, which we all know what that means. So I was like, man, I just played this guy in back-to-back games, right? So how is he calling me trash? I just beat him, right? We're like 17-7, and we won. And I played him in the game before that. We got smoked, like absolutely smoked. I went negative in that game. I went 9-14, right? So 17-7 and 9-14. I went 9-14 because we were down by so much. I just wanted to get the game over with. So I just started running out there and dying. Like I do that. I do that. If I'm on a game with a team and we're getting smoked and I'm not doing well, I'll just start dying. It doesn't matter. Just get this game over with so I can get into the next one. And so I got fried, right? Essentially, you know what I mean? I had like 5 straight deaths to end the game. I was like 9-9. I wasn't doing good. And so he's calling me trash. He went 24-8, right? Great. Did a great job. I kind of fed him. I literally fed him. I died to him like a handful of times in a row towards the end of the game. So it's interesting to have this. I have never actually added someone after a game to talk trash to them then. I never do that. I feel like I would just say what I had to say in the chat during the game, right? If I had something to say, it would come out then, or I just have to bite my tongue. You know what I mean? Like, it is what it is. So, yeah, I just thought this was funny, a little funny thing to add on here that happened. So that's what I'm showing you guys here at the end. That being said, let me know your thoughts on the Infinite Warfare multiplayer and zombies maps that I named. If you've played them, like what you would like to see, if you know what I'm talking about. And yeah, Thank you guys for watching. Like, comment, subscribe, turn on post notifications if you want to. It's been your boy Marcus Morsini. I'm out of here. Peace.